Yo, what is up? It's your boy, Young Boy, coming at you with another episode of What's Cooking. We are back. Um, we're back with another episode. You guys know how we do it. You want to follow my Instagram? Go to Young Boy Cooking. Follow that. That's where you'll find most of my notifications on when the podcast is being shared, both on audio and video form. And not only that, you can go check out the video form of this podcast on YouTube. Usually the audio is first before the video, so you're going to wait a little longer if you want the video form. And also, side note, so right now I'm uploading 2 of the podcasts on YouTube, since I'm a little late with that. And so what I basically decided to do is start to split these podcasts into bits so that they're more digestible. So if there's a conversation that I like and I want to highlight it, I'm going to put it on there so that when people when people listen to it, they, the ideal is that they want to listen to more of the podcast. So that's what I'm going to be doing for now. That's what I'm going to be doing for now. I'm going to start posting snippets of it, not the whole thing. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to be happening as of after the 2 episodes I drop. So watch out for those 2 episodes. They should be dropped before even the audio comes out. Now we're done with that. You can also find the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, where you can go, I believe it's subscribe on Apple and follow on Spotify. Either way, you can go there, or you can go to anchor.fm/what's cooking, or you can get the app, which is available on iOS and Android devices. You can also send me a message on there for topics, questions, or anything like that. And also you can follow me on twitch.tv/DJCard99. That's twitch.tv/DJCard99. Again, twitch.tv/DJCAR99. So now that we're done with the promo, let's get into it. So you guys already know how it typically goes when it comes to these podcasts. So the first one is, how am I doing? I'm doing much better than I was last week. You guys ever know, I dropped the video titled "A Statement from the Heart," basically just me ranting / just letting all my anger out / just letting you guys know how I am and what I think about this whole thing with the murder of George Ford. But I'm good now. I'm still a little upset with it, but I'm in a better mind state, positivity wise, than I was last week. That's probably why I made that video / audio statement instead of doing a podcast on that day that I dropped it. So, but I'm doing straight. I'm doing good. Now, next one is, what have I been doing during the quarantine? Now, you already know this. I'm still attending school, and I just finished Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which is funny because there is a gaming section on this episode today. But I finished Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was pretty mid. But I enjoyed the game for the most part, and I just wanted to beat it because it was free. I think next one is Borderlands, and the second one. But and with the school, I've actually decided to continue my education, go for that associates instead of just doing a certificate. So shout out to me. We are increasing our education to associates. That's pretty much what I've been doing during this quarantine. Still looking for a job. Luckily, someone contacted me. So we're setting all that stuff up. So might be getting the job. So shout out to me. All right. Next topic. So the reason why I picked this topic is because I kind of found it a little funny, um, and also cool because I used to play with these as a kid. But if you haven't heard, Lego, the company Lego, has decided to pull all advertisements and all Lego sets that involves the White House or the police um, from the store. So there's no advertisement. Uh, there's no White House. Nothing like that. Basically showing Lego that they what's it called, that they're with us. I found it pretty funny. I didn't really expect Legos to do that, but I mean, Legos are for the kids, and they do know that their kids are all different colors um, of races too. So that's what's up. Shout out to Lego for that. I didn't really expect that. Uh, but yeah, shout out to Lego. It's probably my favorite toy growing up as a kid, next to Transformers and Ninja Turtles and Spider Man. Um, yeah, it was crazy seeing that. I was like, you know what? I'm probably never gonna buy Legos for myself as an adult, but when I have a kid, they're definitely gonna get some Legos because Legos really do rock with you. Now I wonder if Mega Bloks is gonna do the same thing because you know Mega Bloks is literally just a copy of Legos, or like what's that one? That one with like I think it's like Playmobil something like that. That knockoff of Legos too. So uh, uh yeah Mega Bloks. I remember one time I got Mega Bloks Pirate of the Caribbean, and I built that at least 700 times. I played that every day. And it was crazy just looking at it. I'm like, yo, this is just straight up Legos. But yeah, shout out to Mega Bloks, to whoever still owns Mega Bloks. Um, yeah, get your kids some Legos. Actually, be a parent. Just kidding. But yeah, shout out to Legos. I've always loved Legos as a kid. It was fun building. I remember as a kid, I just had an abundance of Legos, and they were just Lego bricks at the time. I never had a minifigure, so like I would create minifigures out of the bricks and just have my own adventures. Uh, I remember I made a turtle out of some Lego bricks, and it was really cool how it came out, and I enjoyed it. And I think I had Hero Factory, which is like basically Bionicles, but like they decided to not rebrand it. I guess they decided to do something new with it. So I had that. I also had a Ben 10 one, Ben 10 Bionicle, and I think I had a Star Wars one. I'm not sure, but I knew I had a Ben 10 one, and I knew I had a Hero Factory, and I remember the best one I had. It had to be in between this alien one where you get to build an alien ship, and like it gave you like a little the little red laser to make it look like they getting sucked up in the ship. Uh, Between that and the like a Hero Factory where like you get to build a motorcycle for like this skinny like character that you build. I thought that was like whoa, bro. Yeah, that was shit. But yeah, shout out to Lego supporting the people, especially knowing that their people are kids of all ages and races. So I really do appreciate that. I like seeing stuff like that where you get these people who make stuff for all kids really prove that they're really all for the kids, you know? Like Nickelodeon with the I think it was like they show 9-minute commercials. Um, you know, Sesame Street made an episode about racism, so it's nice to seeing that that these companies and these shows and these toy companies are out there um, showing which side that they're on, and that they're on the side where you know everybody should be equal. So I really do appreciate that from Lego. Shout out to Legos. Definitely future son, if you ever listen to this, whatever your name's gonna be, Deshaun Jr., Alonzo, Joyce, I don't know. But yeah, you're getting Legos. I'm not gonna give you Mega Blocks, but but yeah. Shout out to Legos. So yeah. Um, Next topic. Uh, for this topic, I want to drop a gem for you guys. I feel like I have a lot of things I can talk about, so I'm spreading them out. I don't want to tell too many stories because I feel like, excuse me, I feel like a lot of my stories have some nice gems in them. You know, it's nice little knowledge. I didn't know what to call it. I didn't really want to call it story time because I feel like that's redundant. So many people do it, but I guess it is story time. I just titled this segment, "Know Your Worth," because that's very important when you're growing up to know your worth. Um, so let's see, what year is this? It was last year. Um, it was last year. I was looking for a job. So basically, feel like I want to say a whole month. I I did a bunch of resumes, not resumes. What's it called when you sign? Not sign up. What's it called? Not interviews. It's not a resume, but it's something you write down to get them to get an interview with you. Applied. There we go. Applied for job applications. Thank you. There we go. Good job, brain. Um, so yeah, I applied for like a lot of job applications. It's mainly um, around this time, I was mainly looking for bakeries because I've never worked in a bakery before. So, and if you guys know me, I want to own my own bakery and I want to own my what's called my own um, company that does something on the line of catering. Then maybe go into bakery. But yeah, I wanted to do that. So, what's the best way to get experience? Work at a bakery. So throughout Austin, I just fill the applications at the applications. Um, you know, get out of emails at the emails, phone calls at the phone calls. No one answers, no one pick up. You know, I give them my resume, which I believe I have a pretty good resume for being 20 years old, and I feel like I have a lot of skills, and I'm really good with it for being a 20-year-old. Um, so yeah. So basically, to speed this up, I went to this place. Not gonna give any names. Tiff Streets, and basically, I I basically sign not sign. I basically look for an application to them, and I applied because I was like, you know what, I can definitely do Tiff Streets because you know it seemed like the easy job. It's a cookie place. You can make the dough there. I like making cookie doughs. If you know me, I like making cookies. I don't know how many cookies I've made, but I guarantee you it's surpassed at least 3,000. Um, I've made a lot of cookies in my time. I feel like I've been a big part of like butter usage. Um, but yeah, so I thought the job was perfect for me. You know what I mean? I make cookies all the time. You know, I'm I'm still in school, so I'm learning new stuff that I can bring to the table. This and the third. So I'm doing pretty good. So I fill out the application. I call them the next day, make sure they got the applications. They said they like it, and so they interviewed me. So I got the interview. I had to drive all the way to Austin, like North Austin, I think, to go get the interview. Um, and everything seemed perfect. Everything seemed fine. I talked to the dude. Dude talked to me. I use my best. You know what I mean? My best delivery. Bow, bow, bow. You know what I mean? The right hook, the left hook, the yeah, and so yeah. I basically, uh, it was probably like my best feeling ever. Like I feel like that was the best interview I gave. Like, and I think it was because it was like it's like my third one. So this is like my third one interview. So it wasn't to the point where what's it called? It was to the point where like by that time it would have been like my eighth if I chose like Tiff Street to be my last one. So it was like my third interview. I was feeling good. Sure, I lost it 2-1, but not all winners win. Um, so basically, a good conversation. We shook hands. I did all the things I was supposed to do. So next day, I emailed him, called him, no answers. And the second day, I emailed, called him, no answers. Then the third day, I emailed him, called him, and still no answer. So by that time, I was like, you know what? It's obvious they don't want me because they don't want to, contact me back, both emails and phone. Which, by the way, when I'm looking for a job, I'm usually answering all numbers, even if it's numbers that I don't even know, because I know I'm looking for a job and I'm just waiting for the opportunity. So yeah, they had every chance. I gave them 3 days. And I took the initiative to make sure to call them every 3 days. Rather it be from the morning or the afternoon. So like from like 10 to 1, that's where I would call them between those times. And so at the third day, it was just one of those things where, you know what, you don't want me. If it feels, I ain't gonna lie, I feel a type of way of them just not telling me that they don't want me, but being, but it's whatever. There's other businesses out there that would probably want me, which is funny because lo and behold, a couple months I got hired in another bakery. But so yeah, basically, let's fast forward. So this is, I want to say this year, 2020. I believe it was April. I know I got recently let go because of the coronavirus, and I just remember getting this email from Tiff Streets again. And the reason that they gave me this email, they were offering me a job. And at first I was excited until I read the email. And so basically, these people who had my resume, people who knows my name, they have my resume, my contacts on the resume. I've contacted them before. So they should know me by now, in theory. They know what I can do. They know what I can offer. But all they offer me was to be a delivery boy, basically. And when I got that email, I'm not gonna lie, I felt insulted because of what I've done in the past. And that's probably the greatest feeling ever and the crappiest feeling ever. It was the greatest feeling ever because I was assaulted because someone offered me a job that doesn't go with what I've done in the past. That's why it feels great. I can look in the past and say, I've done all that just to be the delivery boy? No. So that's one thing, I encourage everyone to be able to do. I hope everyone's able to do that. That's what, if you're young out there, make sure you do the best. Make sure you do the most. Make sure you get all the experience. So when stuff like this happen, you can look back and be like, nah, bro, I've done all that. I ain't do all that just to get to here. So that's how I felt. And I also felt a little insulted. I was like, man, I'm in culinary school as we speak. After this semester, I'm going to advanced pastry and prep 2. Then after that, because at that time, all I wanted was a certificate. I didn't want the associates. But after that, I would have got my certificate, been a specialist. And I feel like it really was a slap to my face and a slap to my degree slash certificate at the time. So I didn't answer them. I just left them on red, or I just didn't answer the email. Um, and I told my friends about it. I even told my mom about it because it really did rub me the wrong way. That the fact that they know who I was, they had my resume, but they wanted to give me a job as a delivery boy. And I'm glad I never took that job. I'm glad because I know my worth, and I think that's something important everyone should do. You should know your worth. You should know that if you put in the work for years, you've been baking cookies for as long as you post. You remember the first time you post the thing you did on Facebook back in like 2014. You remember the first time you burnt yourself making lasagna. You remember looking for a high school that does has a culinary program, a real culinary program where you can get the experience you need working in a kitchen, working in a restaurant type kitchen, and doing all that stuff. You should know that what's called. You should know that you shouldn't take offers like that because what's called because you should know your worth. You should know that you're not all that stuff you do. You're not worth a delivery boy. I've even talked to my chefs, and he's like, you guys aren't worth to be delivery boys and girls. You guys are worth to be managers, head chefs, money management, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where make sure you know your worth. If you've been doing all this good stuff in your past, you deserve way more. So I'm glad I didn't take the deal. As tempting as it was, because I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the pay for it, it was a pretty bag. But for me, at least, sure, it was way more than what I was getting paid at Lady Quacks. But there's a difference between it. I'm actually working in the kitchen. I'm actually baking cookies. I'm taking orders. I'm customizing them. I'm doing all of that. Sure, I'm not getting paid as much as a delivery boy, but I'm getting more experience, which I know in the long run of my life, that's going to help me when it comes to doing my business, when it comes to ideals, when it comes to working with equipment. These experiences that I have at Lady Quacks, which I'm forever thankful for, all these experiences and skills that I learned from Lady Quacks, I have the information that I can put in the future when I start my own stuff. And so that's why I didn't take it. And by the way, it was like 15 an hour. You know what I mean? I denied a 15, like it was like 15, 14, I don't know, it was like 13, 14, 15. I denied that an hour because it's just not for me. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with being a delivery boy, and there's nothing wrong with being a delivery girl. But for me, as a person who spent money on culinary, who spent money on ingredients, who put time and pressure, precious blood, sweat, and tears on doing what I do, being this far in my life, it's just not for me. I didn't, you know what I mean? I'm not striving to be the best so I can be the janitor. That's not how it works. I'm doing all this so I can be the best CEO, so I can be the best leader and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm worth more. I'm worth more than a delivery boy. I know I'm worth more than a dishwasher. I know I'm worth more than a cashier. And again, I'm not saying that all these jobs that I'm listing are bad. I'm not saying that you're under me if you get these jobs. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying it's not for me because I know my worth. I know I'm worth more. And I think that's something important everyone should do. You know what I mean? If you know you're worth more, then ask for more. not even ask for more, demand for more. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important part you should do. Demand for more. If you got a skill and if somebody says, "Man, your skill's worth $100," no, it's not. It's at least worth 200 if it's my skill. If you don't see anybody else is doing it, if you see that I'm doing it the best and efficient, then it's worth at least 200. Really, it's worth 300, but because I'm being nice, it's worth 200. And that's how people should think. I'm worth more than what someone would give me. You know what I mean? And the only time you should take less is when it's experience. When it's something that's going to help you in the long run, something that's going to help you when you're stuck, when you're in a sticking point where you're trying to figure this stuff out, because you took that job. Sure, it didn't pay a lot, but you got way more experience than the average Joe would ever get. So yeah, make sure you know your worth. Make sure you know what you're doing. And don't always take the first deal. Don't do that. Don't always take the first deal, because that's not always the best. Make sure you look around. You know what I mean? Don't allow, the ideal of this is my chance to get a job. Don't allow that ideal to overtake the fact that you are worth something, and that if you're demanding a type of money that you want because of your worth, then that's what you deserve. So I think that's one of the biggest things you should definitely know is your worth, because you're worth more than what you think, both as a human and as your skills. I know people out there who are underselling themselves, and I'm included in that list. I'm the first one in that list that I know who undersells himself. That's why I raised the price on my cupcakes. I raised the price on my cakes, because I know I'm worth more. Because this work is worth more. Because my work ethic is worth more. You know what I mean? I'm increasing my work ethic. I'm making it better. I'm learning from my past mistakes, and now I'm worth more because I learned from my past mistakes. So with that being said, make sure you know your worth. Don't underpay yourself. Don't sit there and mope and cry and say, I'm not that good, but I can do. No, you gotta have confidence. You gotta know you're worth everything. You're worth. You gotta have the mind state of I'm worth more than a diamond. Now, and make sure, and just want to get y'all straight. Make sure you can back that up too, because there's been times where I thought I was worth more than a diamond, but I ended up fucking myself over because I wasn't walking like I'm worth a diamond. When I mean walking, I wasn't doing the stuff that I said I was. And and I've had many mistakes where, okay, maybe I need to go back and fix those mistakes so that I can be worth it. But yeah, know your worth. You're worth more than what you think, and definitely believe in yourself, knowing what you're worth. So yeah, that's the end of the story. I know I rambled a lot. Excuse me. Let me get this water. I told you I'm gonna drop in the gym. But yeah. So, wow, we're at. Okay, this podcast is it's gonna be a good podcast. It's gonna be a long, good podcast. But we're gonna take a break. We're at the 30-minute mark of the podcast. So I'll see you guys after the break. Please. Oh my Lord. Peace. And we are back. Before the break, we were talking about knowing your worth, and now we are on next topic is the channel. This is real quick updates and news and stuff like that. Right now, I'm playing together. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm playing together an Amazon wish list. I got multiple ones. I have one for the podcast and doing YouTube videos. I also have one for my future apartment, because I always like to put random stuff in there. I have one for my business, Deshaun Delights. It's a lot on, especially on Deshaun Delights. It's a lot of great tools on here for my success. But yeah, and there's also stuff for my PC. A lot of stuff I need to upgrade on my PC. But yeah, before so yeah, made a list, and basically there's a bunch of lists of new equipment that I'm looking for. New mics, new headphones. I found this cool phone mount where you can attach lights. You could attach a microphone from that you can attach on the on a camera, and I'm finding cool stuff on here. I'm finding special cool deals like in Audio Technicas. I got a USB vocal mic and a headset included. You know what I mean? Looking at lights and stuff like that. So I'm just also mixers for my other podcast that I do with my friend Matthew. That's Young Boy. Wow, I fucked that up. That's Youngest Snacks Podcast. Check that out. It's on YouTube. I'll probably put a link on there. So yeah, we are. I'm out here just looking for new equipment, so I can make it more cool, make the podcast more cool. And I was also thinking about getting what's it called? I think it's called Stream Deck. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a little Stream Deck. Now, I don't know if it works for just recording, but basically what Stream Decks are or is this it's basically this little machine that you can press buttons to make sound effects. And I was thinking of getting one of those so I can make the podcast funnier. I have a lot of so I'm in this group chat. I have a lot of memes and I have a lot of videos on my computer that I can use, and it's mad funny. Like a lot of quotes, like what's it called? That one where the little girl's like, "Grandpa, I'm tired," and the grandpa's like, "Well, that's too damn bad." And then I think I have one to "Can I pet that dog?" And I have one with R. Kelly and Gail Robert. Y'all kidding me with this shit. But yeah. So yeah, so basically it's basically a soundboard that you can press. You can lock in keys. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about getting one of those to spice up the podcast. And I think that would make the podcast funnier. So yeah, just letting y'all know, I've been scheming on low, planning on low. Just looking for new stuff to upgrade this podcast for. And I was also thinking of doing some other stuff. I ain't gonna tell y'all yet, but it just has to evolve with the phone camera, the phone mount. That I can use, that I could put a light and a microphone on. So yeah, I got a couple of stuff. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that topic. Just a little quick topic. So, I don't have anything for food today, but I do have something for gaming. I'll think of some food for the next podcast. I just couldn't think of anything. And if you guys have any suggestions on what I should talk about food-wise, let a brother know, both on the comment section on YouTube, or you can go to anchor.fm, leave a message, or you can get the app on iOS and Android device. And well, no, don't hit me up on Instagram. Well, actually, you can. Screw it. I'll do it until I decide whether or not to make an Instagram for what's cooking. I'm probably not. I don't know. I just been thinking about stuff like that. But yeah, hit me up on Young Boy Cooking for any questions or topics you want me to talk about on a podcast, make sure they're good. Um, yeah. So, anyways, next topic, we're on gaming. If you guys that don't know, I do game. I'm a pretty decent gamer. Uh, Now I'm a PC guy. PC is the best gaming system of all time. It's a fact. Jesus Christ Himself knows it. He built it. Um, no, I'm just kidding. Let me stop doing another round rock donut thing. But yeah, I'm a PC guy. You can find me playing Apex or any free single player games because I'm a broke boy. But yeah. But today, we're not going to be talking about PC. We're going to be talking about PlayStation. PlayStation had a reveal for the PlayStation 5. Yes, we're at the fifth one. You'd think they'd have a different name by now, like the Xbox has. But, nah. But I'm not here. I'm not going to criticize PlayStation, even though I will, because of their console that looks like Dracula. But, anyways. So, PlayStation reveal, basically it was a reveal of the new generation of consoles, the new games, the new specs of these consoles. So stuff like how much RAM is going to be in this one, how big is the SD card, which is memory, what's the graphics card looking like, and stuff like that. All that important computer nerd stuff. But I think for me, the biggest thing that took this conference or event or reveal, whatever you want to call it, the thing that I really think that took it was the games that they put out. Right now, I have 7 games on here that they put out, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie. This kind of makes me want to get into PlayStation just for these games alone. So I have them on a list. They're not in particularly order. They're just the ones that I found interesting. 70 games on there. I think they showed. How many did they show? I can actually go to the YouTube. They showed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. No, that's not it. It's 29. Dang, 29. Well, I'm not counting GTA 5 because that's been out since Xbox 360 and PlayStation. So that doesn't count. 28. That doesn't count. I'm not counting any Gran Turismo sporting games because no one cares about the game. So 27. So yeah, out of 27 games, I only liked 7 of these. So that's what's up. A lot of these games, they're okay. Some of them were more on the super kid side. Like there are some games on here that has great cartoon style art direction that I liked. But a lot of them were either like, I don't know, they're okay. So the first one, which was the first game that they showed us, and let me tell you something. In boxing, you always want to start out with a hard hit. At least that's what I think. That's what you want to do. I don't know. I don't box, but I'm just trying to make this sound cool. But the first thing they showed us was Spider-Man 2. If you didn't play Spider-Man PS4, it was a great Spider-Man game, better than the rest of them, better than all of them, in my opinion. I got to play on a friend's PlayStation back in Waco days. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was definitely a different Spider-Man game. It didn't feel like the same old. It wasn't trying to follow any movie. The story, it felt like you were in a comic book with Spider-Man. So that's why I truly love it. That's why I can't wait for this next one. Especially that Miles Morales is in the lead for this one. Yes. We get the black man in the lead for this one. Miles Morales. Let me make sure this is muted. Oh, wow. I almost blew your guys' ears out. That's funny. Okay, yeah, Miles Morales is going to be in the next Spider-Man game by Insomniac, the creators of the first Spider-Man, and also a creator of other good games. So they have a good rep sheet. So I definitely trust that the story's gonna be fire, the gameplay's gonna be fire. I actually can't wait to see what they do with Miles Morales, because if you don't know Miles Morales, and here's part where they get nerdy. Miles Morales is basically the in the what was it? Is it 121 comic books? The Ultimate Spider-Man comic books in the universe 121, I believe that's what it's called. Um, in that universe, Peter Parker dies, and Miles Morales has to step up and be the next Spider-Man. He's bitten by a radioactive spider that crawled out of his uncle's bag, who is also known as the Prowler, which is one of the first people Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man has to defeat. But something about the spider bite made Miles Morales definitely what's called different. Basically, what it did is gave him invisibility powers, and it also gave him a venom shock, where basically he can release a blast on people. Um, it's really cool. I enjoy it. I remember looking at the comics. I always thought the character design was great. I like the black and red. Um, and in this trailer, they got it pretty good. They got it down, and I also appreciate that they gave Miles a better uh, hairline. Cause I could have sworn, I'm gonna look this up right now, and I'll probably put it on the video version. But Miles Morales on on Spider-Man PS4. Let's see. I could have sworn his hairline was up. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. Yeah, his hairline was horrible. Like it's like that hairline where it's like it looks more like it's rounded than it is like a hairline should be. Um, like looking at the comparison, like the hairline is definitely better. Um, you can tell he went to a New York barber. This one just, bruh, like it's just a straight U. Like it's an upside down U. It looks like a toenail. How round it is. But yeah, the hairline is way more smoother, way. It's just better. But yeah, graphics look good. Now this is now, I don't know if this is in the game, as in like it's like actual footage of the game, because YouTube does suppress the video form, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be looking this clean, but I have a feeling it is gonna be looking this clean because this is going on the PS5, so hopefully it looks as clean as it does in the trailer. Um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it. It was crazy when I first saw it. Um, I didn't think it was Miles Morales. When they found out it was Miles Morales, I think everybody went crazy. And so, yeah, um, shout out to Miles Morales. Shout out to the black man. I swear, Marvel always finds a way to like steal the year. But yeah. So that's Miles Morales. Then the second game, um, the Ratchet and Clank. I think it's like the I don't know how many games they have. I've only played. I think I've only played two, but like I never beat any of them. Um, so we have Ratchet and Clank, um, Rift Apart. Um, so basically, this is I guess a continuation where we have Ratchet and Clank, which is also made by Insomniac. So it's gonna be good. Um, basically, what I got from this trailer is that we're going to go through different dimensions, maybe different rifts and stuff like that. One thing that I did saw that was cool about it, it's like at the end, it showed I guess like a female Ratchet, which I think is the animal, and Clank is the robot. I would assume. Um, no, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, but there's a female version of that animal, so I thought that was pretty cool. Um, so the gameplay looks dope. The graphics look dope. I'm very interested. I'm very into it. Um, these probably again a lot of these games are probably games I would buy and play on the PS5 if I'm gonna get it. Um, so yeah, it's very interesting. Um, it looks good. There's not really a lot I can say about it, but it looks good and it looks interesting. Um, I'd probably get it. It's nice, simple, innocent fun. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. So yeah. Um, Next up on here is Sackboy, a big adventure. Um, so if you don't know who Sackboy is basically um, Sackboy is basically the little dude off of Little Big Planet. So he has his own game. Uh, so when I saw this, I was like, it was pretty cool. It's basically like a Mario platformer, um, a little Mario 3DS platformer. Nothing too crazy. I just found it interesting. I like platformers; they're pretty cool. I enjoyed them for what they are. But yeah, it just looked pretty cool. Um, Nothing too crazy. Uh, so yeah, next up is Kenna, um, Bridge of the Spirit. Now um, this one was heat. I like it. I enjoy it. I want to know more about it. It looks like it's gonna be a nice, fun, adventurous game. Um, it looks like by the gameplay, it's definitely nice. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. But yeah, um, Kenna, uh, man, this Kenna Bridge of Spirit, I definitely was surprised that I was really getting into this trailer. It's nice. It looks like a nice 30-hour game. Um, I definitely enjoyed the art style, and I'm very interested to see what it's really about. Uh, it's a female protagonist. Shout out to the females. And it just looks like a fun game. Fun, simple, little get easy game. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Gameplay wise, it looks pretty fire. Um, I gotta look at the trailer a couple more times. I also want to see what them little black animals do. It looks like they're gonna help you do stuff, but I really want to see what they really have the capabilities to do. So yeah, this trailer is fire. I definitely want to get this game. Like these, you know, again, Sony's definitely came on top when it has definitely come on top when it comes to these games. These games are fire. I didn't really see anything on Xbox like that, but seeing this, it is this is nice. And again, a lot of these games on there is only like two games I probably think about getting, but a lot of these games are like, yo, I would definitely play the heck out of this. So yeah, shout out to Kenda, Bridge of the Spirits. Next up is Little Devil Inside, and this one's for me. I feel like this one's like a dark horse. Like I really enjoyed this trailer. It left me in not suspense, but it left me in like the shadows. Like I want to know more about this world. I want to know more what he does. Now I don't know if this is like a side scroller or because with the trailer it looks like it could be a side scroller. It could be what's it called third person view. But yeah, I really like the characters. There's this old dude and there's a young dude, and you see their perspective on both sides. and like I just want to see what happens, stuff like that. I hope it's voice acted. It looks like it'd be a good dope game. And again, it, it's it's nice to see some cartoon, mixed with not that much serious, but like some nice cartoon fun. This is like it'll be nice cartoon fun. I'm kind of getting tired of these Oscar bait games like Last of Us and stuff like that, or like what's that one where you play as a delivery man simulator? I don't care, but yeah, it's just nice to get some of these games like that where you can just straight up just have fun, simple minded fun. This looks like a 30-hour game too. It looks nice, short, and compact. I would probably get this if I decided to get a PlayStation. This is get one of the again. This is really what makes the important decision on which consoles to get. You know, you can have all the specs, but you ain't got no games. Xbox, then it won't be fun. And anybody in comments not say, "But we got Assassin's Creed." So there's freaking Spotify. So there's freaking Sony. But yeah, great trailer. Again, one of those trailers I was like, I really want to know more of this world, and I can't wait. So yeah, the next one, which, man, if you're black, you're gonna have a fun time this year or next year. Um, Deathloop. Deathloop is basically a game where you play as the protagonist, and he's basically trying to, I guess, destroy this not creed, but society. And every time what I got from it is every time he dies, he has to restart. Not only that, you're also being hunted by someone else too that tries to ruin it for you. And so whenever they kill you or whenever she kills you, you get set back in time. So watching this, it reminds me a lot of it's called Bioshock. Yeah, Bioshock. Um, it also reminds me of another game I can't think of. I want to say Dishonor, but I'm not sure. I want to say Dishonor, but yeah. Look, this game looks fire. I feel like I would definitely want to play this type of game. Um, so yeah, this game looks fun. Again, one of those games, and it's nice, it's colorful, it's cartoony, and it still makes you want to play more. It looks like just a simple, fun game you'll enjoy. Not everything has to be Oscar bait, okay? But yeah, it looks like a fun game. That's definitely one game you should look out. And one game, which I didn't think would get a second game, is Horizon Forbidden West. Um, it is that trailer was beautiful. Just seeing all the different animals and seeing what is gonna go on next. Now I haven't played the first one. I've watched the gameplay of it, so I kind of know the story. I don't remember. I'm definitely gonna go back and watch it. Um, who's texting me? Yeah, I definitely feel like this game is gonna be different. Um, Now, last game, I don't remember seeing a lot of humans, but it looks like this game you do see a lot of humans. So I guess population growth, and also we're seeing a lot more regular animals. Because in the last Horizon, there's robots and stuff like that. Um, Again, I didn't play it. I just what's it called? I just watched the stream. So yeah, um, and that's pretty much it. That's all 7 Dragon Balls. No, I was kidding. That's all 7 games for the gaming reveal for PS5. So if I had to give the PS4, actually, hold on, we gotta talk about one more thing, the console. But yeah, now if I had to put on like a rank spot of like from day one cop to I'll get it a little later, Spider-Man's number one. Like I kind of want to get this PlayStation just to play that game. Spider-Man. Then we have Kenna. Then we have Little Devil inside. Then we have Death Shop. Then what's it called Horizon 2. Then Sackboy Big Adventures. I mean, now There's like 30 games they showed, and I know it seems like, man, you only like 7 of these 30. How do you say it's good? Um, I mean, think about it like this: all these games on here, they're single player games, and I guarantee, and also Assassin's Creed is on there, and we know Assassin's Creed be long as hell. So a lot of these games are 30-minute or 30-hour games. So and a lot of these, if I were to like just beat these on the list, I don't think I would be out of a game to play for like a couple of months until there's something new exclusively. Um, but yeah, it's a good lineup for me. 7 games, and let's say 7 games, and they're all 30 hours. And let's give Horizon the benefit of the doubt that's gonna be a 60 hours, and let's give Spider Man that's gonna be 60. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of content you can do. A lot of content you can use. So yeah, shout out to the PlayStation. So let's talk about this console, man. Okay, so let's talk about the router. I mean, PlayStation 5. Sorry, that's been the joke of this whole day today with the with PlayStation 5. That it looks like a router. It looks like Cell's helmet. It looks like Dracula from Transylvania. It just, there's a lot. I'm gonna put a lot of pictures on there so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But what I really found interesting about, I guess it was the trailer for the console, the premiere of the console. Um, we've all seen the controller. It looks like a nice white controller. It looks nice. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it's gonna be bigger. It looks like it's gonna be more comfortable. Also, it kind of looks like the Xbox One, but I mean, it's whatever. It's still showing its uniqueness. Um, Now the console itself, it's cool. It it gives me that Alienware computer vibe, where like you think you're getting a good computer when you're buying from Alienware, but really you're, just be honest, you're buying it because it looks cool. But yeah, I don't like Alienware, by the way. But I mean, it's whatever. It's supposed to be the console of the future. It's supposed to look futuristic, just like when the Samsung 8 came out. Everybody was like, "Well, this looks like a really futuristic. It really looks like a future phone." I can't talk today. I'm sorry, guys. Um, Talks is so hard for me. That's why this podcast is great, rated 5 star on Apple Podcasts. But anyways, but yeah, I don't care about the design. Um, the design to me on a piece of plastic does not matter for me. I just want to know will the game work, will the frames be good, the storage, all that stuff. I'm a technical guy when it comes to this. That's why I got a PC. I hope you guys heard that. I hope that didn't destroy your ears. But again, I'm not really big on. I don't care at all about design. I just want to know if it works. You know, and stuff like that. Now, what I do find it interesting, and I do actually appreciate Sony, and that's why I say this is a pretty good conference slash reveal. Um, is hold on, give me a second. Give me a minute. Back to what I was saying. One thing I do appreciate is that there are 2 versions of this console. There is the console with the CD, and there's an all digital console, which first of all, when I first saw the console, I was like, oh, okay, it's whatever, this and there. But when I saw I saw that they're having a digital version, I was like, now that's how you do it. You give us the CD version for all the people who like to collect stuff, and you give the digital version for people like me who don't want all that stuff collecting. And I feel like it even gave me more reason to get one because I have variety and options. If I don't want to do CDs because because it's being shown sideways and you want to do it sideways, and not only that, I kind of like the digital version better. But yeah, I think that was a great ideal, and I think that's really gonna drive those selling points because either way they're getting the money off of it. So one thing that I actually found, oops, did not mean to do that. One thing I actually found very interesting is that there's a new camera and it looks good. It looks like it's gonna be better quality, so maybe you can stream off that off your PlayStation. Um, I think they have their own charging controller station. I see two controllers next to each other. I don't know what that is. It looks like a charging controller station. And then we have a remote for the console. So kind of like how the 360 had a remote, or like the Xbox One has a remote. Uh, this they have a remote for this, and it's nice. I like the way it looks, and I feel so happy for you PlayStation boys because finally got a, you know, all these years you've been doing nothing but having pretty crappy earbuds from Sony. And now they give you crappy headphones for Sony. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how they're gonna sound, but these headphones that Sony has that they're gonna be, I'm assuming they're gonna be included in the package. I'm not gonna front. These are some nice looking headphones, and I feel like they're gonna be some decent quality gaming headsets. I really like the design, and it's nice to know that PlayStation is getting with the times. PlayStation is noticing that these earbud stuff, it was cool. It was cool back then. Everybody remember the 360 one. I remember the 360 one. Oh my god. But it was cool back then. But now they know that there are some gamers who prefer headphones like that, and they look like they are on ear, which I'm not the biggest fan. I'm a big fan of over ear. I like being submerged in it. I don't like hearing the outside noise that much. That's why I'm not a big fan of using earbuds. But I have to because someone has my headphones. But yeah, again, it's a nice design. All these are nice designs. I'm not gonna lie. The console, I don't care. I really don't care. It'll grow on me. Honestly, I feel like the only time I would look at it if I had it, was like turning it on. But yeah, the controller is whatever. Everything looks nice. I enjoyed it. I think it looks cool. Now, one thing that I was kind of mad is that they skipped on the price. No one knows what the price is. What is the price? Please, someone tell me. What is the price? Now, I've talked to my friends. I've seen people on live streams talk about it. I've seen people on Twitter talk about it. Everybody's guessing around $500 to $800. If it's $800, I'm not buying it. I'd rather spend that on upgrading my PC. If it's 700, I don't know. That's the kind of asking for a lot. So 750, no 700. But if it's 650 or 600 to 650, I think that would be a good price point. I don't think they're going to go lower than 500. I just don't think it's a good idea for them. Again, know your worth. Because this is more powerful now. We get in the big boy territories. They're now, look at Microsoft. They just now got the 120 frames. That was like the PC could have done that for like 2014. But anyways, so yeah, I think the highest that they're going to go is either 600 or 650. I don't believe they're going to go 800. I don't think they should go 800. Nor do I think they should go 700. 650 is the limit. 649.99. I think that's what they should go for. But yeah, either way, it was a solid. I give it a B. I give it a B because they had good games. I give it a B because it only took 7 games for me to be. Well, first of all, I give it a B because they came out punching with the Miles Morales Spider-Man. I give it a B because there are 7 games that I want. They're all single players. They're not multiplayer based games. They're all single players. All games you can play without online. And I think that's very important to sell more single player games. I also give it a B because they're giving us options on which consoles we want. Some people don't want digital anymore. Some people do. It's nice to know that we're getting those options. It's nice to see that we're getting the headset. That's why I'm also giving it a B. I might give it a B plus. They're thinking outside the box. They're thinking for the gamers. They might want headsets. The controller looks fire. The camera looks like it's promising. The remote, I mean, I don't really care about remotes like that, but it looks promising. You know, a lot of things on here that Sony did on here definitely looks promising. And Xbox, you got some competition, bro. You gotta, you know, I don't even know how much this on the Xbox Series X for. Like, but Xbox, you got some competition. These guys are hard hitters. Now, mind you, out of these games, there's only 3 of these games that are from the first one. Spider-Man. That's the second. This is the second game. Ratchet and Clank. I believe this. I know there's like the fucking probably 5th one. I don't know. I haven't played Ratchet and Clank like that. And for, Horizon 2. The rest of these on here. Are well, except for Sackboy. But I mean, it doesn't. It's not from Little Big Planet. It's its own game. So technically, we can call that one. But the rest of these, Sackboy, Kenna, Little Devil Inside, Deathloop, these all look like independent IPs, new IPs. You know, these are 4 good ones, 4 good IPs, following with 3 good continuous tanks. You know, so that's why I also gave it a B plus, because the games that they have. You know, I might have not liked the other 23 of the games, but I feel like if they can get you on at least 3 games, then you're set. But they got me on 7, and these games look good. That's why I give this reveal a B plus. I think they did what they should be doing. Game console. Now the reason why it's not an A, because they didn't show the price. And that concerns me, because I don't want this to be $800, because I'm not gonna get it if it's $800. I'll be mad because I'm not gonna be able to play Miles Morales. But yeah, so yeah, that's it for the console. Where are we at? So we are past an hour with this whole thing. I was gonna review Thundercats album, but I decided I'm gonna leave that for the next episode. So also the food topic and this other one that I wanted to do. So I'm gonna stop it right there. It's been an hour. Tired of talking. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. I appreciate y'all listening to my last audio statement from the heart. I truly appreciate you guys listening to that. Appreciate you guys looking at the videos version of this. I appreciate you guys showing your support on Instagram, and I just want to say thank y'all. So yeah, again, Instagram Youngboy Cooking, YouTube channel Youngboy Cooking. You can find the podcast on Spotify and Apple. Just look up What's Cooking. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts and follow on Spotify. You can also find this on Anchor.fm, or if you have the app, which is available on Android and iOS devices, where you can press that little button, send me a message for any questions, tips, or any topics. You can also go to my Twitch at twitch.tv/DJCar99. To it, twitch.tv/DJCar99. It's lit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching thank you guys for listening to episode 5 of What's Cooking. I've been your host. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.